translating everything I said, especially for the people who don't understand English. I don't speak Indonesian, and English is also not my first language. That's why, yeah, doing live wasn't an option either. So why I post this video now? The Indonesian media cancelled on me for an interview. Nikita didn't stop with her lies. She kept on messaging my family, my friends, and also me. She basically terrorized me and everybody around me. The reason for this late video is actually that I wanted to take my time before I take the next step with this video. Don't forget that it's not just my life or Nikita's life on the line, it's also the kids and everyone else who is involved in this trouble. She went live several times, had interviews, and kept lying and laughing about me. So this is the only chance I have now to speak the truth. It was never my intention to solve my problems in public. I told you before already, and as I mentioned before also, I made her an offer for peace, but she declined. Nikita was the one who started to talk about me in public, and I had to react. I was a police officer for 7 years before I retired, and then I moved to Indonesia because I fell in love with the country, with the culture, with the people. I really love Indonesia, and I really enjoyed to live in Indonesia, and I'm so grateful that I could make this adventure in my life. I was living in a villa in Bali. I paid by myself, and I didn't need Nikita then, and I don't need her now. I wasn't maybe not fame, but I had my income, my monthly income. I could pay my villa. I had my own bike. I had actually also two motorbikes, and there was actually I had actually a great life there. I had a life without a wife and children, and basically I had the bachelor's life, and I changed my whole life for being a husband and a father of 3, and this all just out of love. Nikita, maybe you don't understand what that meant to me, but you were my first marriage. I wasn't married before. I've never lived with a woman together under one roof. Maybe after 4 marriages, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a big deal to you, but to me it was. I met Nikita in Bali in a brewery called Black Sands. I had no idea who she was and what she does, but somehow we had a very nice conversation between me and her friend and also Nikita. And after this conversation, she gave me her number before we left to go to another club. At this point, I was so familiar in Bali that she asked me where to go next, and I suggested a beach club called Morabito. We continued our night there, having drinks, dancing, and talking. After that, we went to another club called Behind the Green Door, where we actually also finished our night, and after that everybody went home. She went her way and I went my way. We stayed in contact through phone, and we met eventually maybe 3 weeks later in Bali again. During that time she taught me that that she's a celebrity, and that she will have like a beach club opening in Bali, and she invited me to go there with her. When she mentioned to be a celebrity, I told her in the very beginning that I don't care about her being a celebrity, but I care about her as a person. I fell for her and I really wanted to get to know her. We kissed the first time we met, and when we went to the opening, we behaved like a couple already. We even stayed the night with all her friends in a villa in Bali. The day after, we had a very nice breakfast with all her friends together, and it was sad that she needed to go back to Jakarta, so she took the next flight to Jakarta, and I followed her the next day. That day I met her children for the first time. The days during my stay, she was arrested in front of Senayan City and taken to jail, maybe for, I don't remember, maybe 1 day or 2 days. After that I visited her and her family a couple more times, and we went to the Philippines together. I remember also that I paid these vacations. I paid the flights, the food, I paid 2 hotels, and don't forget that she paid one of them. And she was actually fine at this time that I couldn't afford business class, so I booked economy class. And now she's complaining that we just flew economy class, but at this time for her it was also fine. At this time I knew that she was a celebrity, but I wanted to pay because I wanted to show her also that I can take care of my family. After this vacation, I moved to Jakarta. I left everything behind in Bali. I sold everything. The second I arrived in Jakarta, I treated her as my wife and the kids as my own. We were on a family vacation in Jakarta, and everything started very peaceful, and I don't know, out of nothing she started to be weird, and she wasn't that talk active anymore. And I was asking her because I wanted to know what's the problem, and she really didn't wanted to speak about that. She said everything that she said every time that everything is fine, and but I didn't believe if your wife is not talking to you that much and ignoring you, then I think every man would think about and would like to talk with his wife, right? And I remember that the next day I asked her and I said like, hey, we are a married couple already. We can talk about every problem. You don't need to be for yourself anymore. So just tell me what the problem is. And she started to say that she was angry at me because she had this intention that I wasn't taking, not care, I wasn't helping her with the kids. I wasn't helping her with the kids. I don't want to elaborate any further because I don't want to put the kids into this and reveal the kids' problems. Or basically, she was mad at me because of something regarding the kids. And then she stopped talking to me for the rest of our vacation. I mean, not really stopping, but there was not like an intention to speak with me. Every time I spoke to her, she didn't reply. And it was like just maybe when we did some YouTube content, then I was like important maybe for her again. Then she could speak with me, but behind the camera, there was no intention actually from her side to have any conversation with me. It all seemed like an act. I tried countless times to talk to her, but she gave me the cold shoulder and didn't talk to me anymore. So I stopped trying. She kept telling me that I'm not a good father for her kids and put all the blame for everything on me the entire trip. After we arrived at home from the vacation, we went directly to bed and to sleep. And the discussion went on the next day. She continued telling me that I'm not a good father for her kids and suggested to go to Germany to see my parents for a couple of days to be by my own, to think about everything, which I didn't do. Yeah, after that, of course, I felt like I could do more for the kids. But you have to understand that before I was just taking care of myself, and when I went to Jakarta, it was not just myself, it was a wife and 3 kids. I took the kids to school almost every day. At 6 a.m. in the morning we had to wake up to get ready. I picked up my youngest son at 12, and if I wouldn't pick him up, he would start to cry because he wanted that Papa picks him up from school. After picking up my son, I put him usually to bed because he was tired. Then I picked up my other son at 2 o'clock. I always took time for the kids. I played with them inside and outside the house. I watched TV with them. I fell asleep with them. Basically, I raised them. I brought my oldest son to the football academy I paid for, and I visited a lot of matches with him also. When it was bedtime, I was the one who put my youngest son to bed. I really miss them. When Nikki was in jail, I was in charge of everything. The kids, her YouTube channel, and the daily business. For 2.5 months, I had to manage her life. Of course, we were in contact and she taught me what needs to be done, but I was the one doing it. Nobody else was there for her and her family. And still, she has the audacity to tell me that I'm not a good father and husband. As some of you might know, our daughter is going to school in London. So that day, we had the flight to London, and Nikita taught me to pack my stuff and to leave her house. While packing, she came into the room, screaming and telling me to hurry up, and opening all the closets and throw all my clothes on the floor. While packing, we had also a fight about my little brother Ricky. She wanted me to break up the contact with him without any reason other than her not liking him. I told her that I wouldn't do that, and she gave me the choice between her and him. Even though Ricky is not my biological brother, I've known him for almost my entire life and his entire life. I didn't see any reason to follow that request because of two simple reasons. One, she didn't give me any reason why I should break up the contact with him. Two, we had a couple of fights over her going live on TikTok, twerking and dancing in front of strangers, mostly men. Imagine, she expected me to break up with my little brother that I've known for over 20 years without any reason. But when I say that I, as a husband, don't want her or don't want my wife showing such a behavior in front of a camera in a live TikTok video, all I get is the allegation that I don't trust her or I don't support her. So I told her that I will not break up the contact with Ricky, and she replied with a punch in my face. But it didn't stop there. She punched me, she kicked me, she threw things against my head and my back. This wasn't a fight between married people. This wasn't just a slap from my wife. This felt like fighting an actual enemy. I didn't fight back. I just wanted to pack my stuff and leave. She picked up a piece of broken glass and threatened me with it. I went to another room where I had a couple of more stuff, more of my things or clothes, and yeah, I asked the maid if she could help me to fold my things because before Nikita threw everything out of my wardrobe, we were already running late. We had to go to the airport because we needed to catch the flight. The maids started helping me to pack my suitcase, but Nikita told them to not help me with anything. So I packed my stuff by myself, and yeah, I had to pack my entire life. After some time, Nikita returned to the room where I was packing my stuff. She was dressed up and telling me that she wanted to meet someone. I asked her, who you are meeting now? To which she replied that she has to meet someone, but she will wait until I leave. So she waited there, all dressed up, while I was packing my stuff. All of a sudden, she said things like, thank you for everything, and that I could take the driver to go to the airport, and she was also hugging me. I finished packing my stuff, and I wanted to close my suitcase, but suddenly she went crazy again and kicking against my suitcase, punching me and slapping me in the face once again. Then she rushed to the glass door and hit her own head against this glass 2 times. I went to stop her and I told her to not hurt herself. I calmed her down and I went back to my suitcase, and when I was next to my suitcase, she did that again, like maybe 2 times or 3 times, hitting her head against this glass. I didn't stop her this time, and yeah, she stopped by herself. She continued like screaming and telling me I wouldn't take care of her and I would let her hurt herself. Then she told her driver to not drive to the airport at all, to which I asked, what about our daughter? She needs to go to the airport too. She replied that she didn't care and that we both had to take a taxi, and she continued not letting me close my suitcase and kept asking me if my stuff is so important to me, and if it was, she would burn it in front of my eyes. I knew that I wouldn't be able to to take my stuff out of this house and to leave the house. So I canceled the flight and I stayed. I calmed her down. I took her to another room where we closed the curtains and we made peace for the evening. But in my mind, I already knew that I have to get out of there. Because this wasn't the first time she hit me, but I promised myself that this was the last time. The next morning, everything seemed to be fine. And she apologized once again for everything she did to me the day before. She left to attend the meeting. During the meeting, she messaged me that she will be a bit late this day, and I had a very bad feeling. Later that evening, she posted a picture of her being in a bar. A bar, actually, I know that she's going to, when she's in a bad mood, to lighten her mood with alcohol. But the day after such a big fight, and also during Ramadan, I couldn't let this happen. Alcohol wouldn't solve this problem, but make it worse. So I went to the bar to pick her up because I was worried. I picked her up and brought her home. She was very drunk. While driving home, she was screaming at me again and saying such bad words you can imagine that I don't want to repeat here again. From that point on, I was kept like a prisoner. I had to plan my escape very carefully. I stayed the rest of Ramadan and I celebrated Eid al-Fitr. And 4 days after, I prepared my escape. We went to bed that night and I waited until she fell asleep. There was no other way, because I knew what will happen if she sees me going out of this house, taking my stuff. The same thing that happened the week before. Violence, a lot of screaming and crying. So I chose to live in silence. After she fell asleep, I went to the airport to return to my hometown to see my family. I left her a message and I told her that I love her, but I needed time for myself to think about everything. I didn't divorce her then. I only needed some space. And I told her that I'm a grown man. I've been police officer for 7 years. 7 years of being out in the streets, running into situations everyone else would run away from. I know how to defend myself, and I know how to fight. But I could never hurt or fight someone I love. I chose to leave this toxic situation for a couple of days or maybe weeks. I needed space and time away from her and not from my kids. As soon as she woke up the next day, she terrorized me and messaged me and started to telling lies about that she's having an accident and that she needs to have a surgery because of a tumor, and also that she's pregnant again. She told me all of this, and I only made it to do at that point. I turned off my phone before the flight to Germany. When I landed in Germany, she was already texting my mom, wishing her death, calling her poor, and insulting her. My mother didn't take any offense by what Nikita said. She just wished her all the best in the world. Nikita, you called that person mom for almost a year. A person that answers you with kind words and best wishes. And you are wishing her the death? and also telling her to go to hell. I really don't understand why you did that. Shame on you, Nikita. Shame, really. Islam teaches us how important a mother is. And you still said what you said. That and the fact that you started posting lies on Instagram about me leaving you and taking your stuff, at that point was for me the breaking point to divorce you. Before I didn't divorce you, it was a break, but not a breakup. I left to clear my mind, but you didn't hesitate to blame me. The lies about me, the moment you realized I was gone. Again, Nikita, that this is out in public is all your fault. I tried to give you a way out with dignity and a chance to right your wrongs. You made the choice, now live with it. Hey guys, I just wanted to upload the video when suddenly I got a call from LOLLY. Apparently her mother put a lot of pressure on her. She told her to trash talk me on Instagram, and he prepared a text full of lies for her to post. LOLLY didn't want to post this text and they started fighting. Nikita told her that she would stop paying for her school and that she can't return to Jakarta because she's dead to her. They even unfollowed each other on Instagram. I told LOLLY that everything was fine and that she should post this text and that she should do whatever her mom wants her to do, and that I know that these are not her words, so they won't hurt me. I know that LOLLY loves me, and I know that she understands the consequences, but still she didn't want to post these lies, which of course makes me very proud of her. LOLLY is a very mature young lady, and I'm proud that she managed to make such a hard decision for herself. Nikita underestimated her own daughter. She underestimated me. LOLLY is my daughter, and I will take care of her. I will adopt her, and I will pay for her school. Even though Nikita said LOLLY doesn't have a home in Jakarta, she has a home here in Germany. Me and my family are more than happy to welcome her here whenever she likes. Yeah, LOLLY recorded a video that she wants me to show you guys, and most important, that she wants her mother to see. Nikita, if you still have a tiny bit of love or respect for your daughter, put your anger away and try to listen what your daughter is trying to tell you. My last advice for you is take a break from social media, take a break from work and from going out. You have a family, you have friends, and you are starting to lose a lot of them. Nobody is in the wrong except you. Try to fix what you broke. I don't know you anymore. You are not the woman I fell in love with, but you're starting to become a woman I deeply regret of meeting. Be better for your own sake and for the sake of everyone that truly loves and cares about you, and that includes your daughter. Now, here's what LOLLY has to say.
Hi guys, I'm Laura. I'm Nikita Mirzani's first daughter. Aku anak pertama dari Nikita Mirzani, dan aku di sini mau kasih tahu kamu apa yang aku rasain dan apa yang aku alamin sekarang ini. And I guess all of you know what happened between my mother and me. I didn't want to be part of these situations because it's not my problem. I wanted to focus on my new school in London and stay out of any trouble regarding my parents. I have my own life and I have my own things that I need to do, so I don't have time for this. I have been in contact with Tony the entire time, even after the breakup, because to me he feels like my father, because he's always be there for me. He always organize things for me, even school. Dia anterin aku sekolah, dia bawa aku ke INGIN. Pokoknya dia yang ngurusin semua hidup aku pas aku di sini. Dan di Indonesia juga, sama adik-adik aku juga. Kayak literally he's a really good father, and like I don't know, like I feel like I have a father right now, so like I'm really close to him. Dan I think for me it's normal that I'm like close to my father, like my stepdad, cause like iya kalian tahu kayak biasanya kan kayak anak perempuan suka deket sama ayah daripada sama ibu. Dan aku sama mama aku tuh emang gak deket karena emang kayak I don't even know. And if it wasn't for Tony, I wouldn't be here, karena dia yang tadi aku bilang, dia bawa aku sini dan dia yang organizing semuanya. Di sini dia beliin aku ini, bla bla bla. Tapi emang itu pakai uang mama aku. Tapi dia yang beliin buat aku dan dia yang organizing buat aku semuanya di sini. And he was the one that liked this school and talked my mom into sending me here. Jadi kayak tanpa dia aku nggak akan bisa di sini, karena kayak aku selalu kayak ditahan di situ, dan dia juga selalu kayak threaten me like if you're not doing live, you're not going to London, you're not going to school, bla bla bla. Dan aku makanya harus live setiap hari. Dan menurut aku ya aku nggak apa-apa live setiap hari, karena kayak aku juga pengen ngebantuin bisnis mama aku, dan I'm fine with it. But like you're like threaten me like if you don't do live you will not go to schools. Like it's just like what do you mean? Ngerti gak sih maksud aku? Dan aku juga udah bilang kayak ke teman-teman dekat aku, and then like they always say that you just follow her. I mean like I follow her, but like it's just too far, you know, it's gone too far for me. But I don't know as well for you guys, I don't know. And yeah, like me and my mother had a lot of fights back in Jakarta, and Tony thought it would be best if I leave Jakarta to study in London now. And I really like it here, and I'm very thankful that he did this for me, because like I'm out of my comfort zone and I can live my own life right now, and like literally I can do anything what I want. Like I can go out with my friends, like misalnya satu saat nanti aku bisa kayak jalan sama pacar aku, karena pas di rumah kayak I'm not even allowed to see my boyfriend. I don't even know why. Aku juga nggak tahu kenapa aku nggak boleh ketemu sama pacar aku, dan tiap kali pacar aku pengen ajakin aku keluar, mama aku selalu bilang nggak boleh, di rumah aja. Sedangkan aku juga pengen meluangkan waktu-waktu aku buat pacar aku. Ngerti nggak sih maksud aku? Kayak misalnya like you and me are having a relationship, and then like we wanted to go out misalnya for a month anniversary, misalnya kayak udah 6 bulan dan kita pengen ngerayain month anniversary itu, dan kayak nggak boleh keluar. Ngerti gak sih? And it makes me sad, and it makes him also sad. Like he literally always cry, kayak kenapa sih kayak mama kamu gak ngebolehin kita keluar. Dan aku juga bilang, aku juga bingung, karena like I always told him, if you wanna go out with me, you need to take a permission to my mother first, and then like you can ask me out. You understand what I mean? Karena kayak yang ngatur hidup aku di Jakarta kayak literally my mother. Like I cannot even live my own life. Kayak misalnya aku mau kesini nggak boleh, kayak misalnya aku kesini nggak boleh, dan selalu ditemenin sama mbak, selalu ditemenin sama suster aku yang kalian tahu, kayak misalnya contohnya kayak Teh Aida. Kayak I mean like why, you know, like I'm already like a teenager right now, like I don't know, but unfortunately my mother couldn't leave it like this. Kayak dia nggak terima, I don't know why. And right after Tony left and the war started to break out on Instagram, my mother sent me a text. Dia chat aku dan dia bilang that said a lot of horrible and also untrue things about Tony. Jadi kayak waktu itu kemarin beberapa hari lalu kalau nggak salah, jadi mama aku ngechat aku di WA dan dia suruh aku untuk ngejelek-jelekin kayak Antonio di sosial media, dan aku juga harus ngechat mamahnya dan harus ngejelek-jelekin Antonio ke mamahnya. Ngerti nggak maksud aku? Aku juga bingung, dan aku juga shock pas aku tahu Antonio left, but like juga shock waktu itu. Kayak aku juga nggak tahu harus ngapain. Kayak hah, really? I said that to Antonio, like, and then tapi dia tuh orang pertama. Jadi aku tuh tahu Antonio keluar dari rumah itu gara-gara teman aku nggak mau sebut namanya karena aku nggak mau dia ikut-ikutan masalah kita, masalah mama aku maksudnya. Jadi ada satu kayak 2 orang yang kasih tahu aku kalau, bukan 2 orang sih, lebih ke 1 orang yang kasih tahu aku kalau Antonio itu udah keluar dari rumah. Dan aku shock karena kayak aku tuh emang sedekat itu sama Antonio. Jadi kalau misalnya ada apa-apa pasti dia bilang ke aku, dan aku juga kalau ada apa-apa pasti bilang ke dia. Karena kayak bener-bener kita kayak sedekat itu, kayak best friend gitu loh, ngerti gak sih? Walaupun dia ayah sambung aku, tapi kayak aku deket aja gitu sama dia. I think it's just because like he's being very open-minded and he's like being like a good father, and like I already trust him as my real father. Ngerti gak sih maksud aku? Jadi kayak semuanya aku kasih tahu dia, dan dia juga semuanya kasih tahu aku. Dan dia juga kayak gak punya orang yang pengen ngasih tahu kayak cerita dia selain aku, karena aku yang selalu ada kayak di rumah, ngerti gak? And then like ya udah, aku kaget, hah? I said that really? Is it not? Why is he like sneak out of the house? And like, tapi emang dia, ya ini aku jujur aja ya, tapi emang dia itu emang udah gak kuat. Dan aku selalu nahan dia kayak, no, don't go, you need to think about me, like because I'm not yet in London, and I really want to go to London, and you need to help me, ngerti nggak? So like you don't go, you also need to like think about my brothers, like Aska and Arkana is still small, and like they're like really close. Kayak Aska sama Arkana tuh bener-bener deket banget sama Antonio, karena kayak literally they always spend time with each other. Ngerti gak sih maksud aku? They're always like spending time with each other. Kayak Antonio anterin dia sekolah, kemana-mana, kayak ke sekolah, kayak kemana-mana selalu together. Ngerti gak maksud aku? Jadi kayak, apalagi Arkana itu kayak bener-bener dikit-dikit, where's papa? Where's papa? Papa. Aska juga, where's papa? Where's papa? Papa. Karena emang kita itu yang bener-bener deket banget sama Antonio. Ngerti gak sih? Karena kayak Antonio itu selalu ada buat kita. Kayak kemana, kayak di situasi apapun, kayak dia selalu ada buat kita, dan dia selalu dengerin. Sedangkan kayak mama aku pergi, dan emang mama aku emang tipe kalau orang yang kayak keras kepala. Jadi aku juga gak bisa ngomong ke dia. Dan aku emang I'm afraid to talk like everything with her, cause like I don't know, aku gak deket aja sama dia karena aku takut dipukul. Ngerti gak maksud aku? Karena emang aku dipukul sama mama aku. Tapi emang aku dipukul emang gara-gara aku nakal. Tapi ada juga di saat aku gak ngapa-ngapain, tapi dia tiba-tiba kayak kunciin aku di kamar. Kayak gara-gara waktu itu aku ketemu sama pacar aku, dan dia tahu, dan dia kunciin aku di kamar. So kayak, what's wrong? I mean like what's wrong like meeting up with my boyfriend? I mean like maksud aku tuh kayak, aku tuh juga kayak pengen ketemu sama pacar aku, dan aku juga pengen hidup kayak yang kayak ya udah kayak kita like hubungan yang biasa aja, ngerti nggak? Yang biasa aja. Dan waktu itu aku ketemu sama pacar aku itu gara-gara waktu itu kalau nggak salah aku tuh udah 6 months sama dia, udah 6 bulan sama dia, udah 6 month anniversary sama dia, tapi aku nggak sama dia, nggak boleh ketemu, nggak bisa ketemu. Jadi makanya aku ke rumah dia, aku anterin dolap cookies, you know dolap kayak makanan kue dolap gitu, karena emang itu kesukaan dia, dan aku cuma anterin. Dan tiba-tiba dia marah sama aku, dan dia suruh aku kunciin aku di kamar, dia suruh mbak. So aku bilang kayak, loh, I mean like what's wrong like meeting like a boyfriend? Aku bilang ke mbak aku gitu loh, karena emang kemana-mana kayak aku sama mbak aku tuh suka kayak apa ya, aku tuh kalau kemana-mana emang suka ditemenin sama mbak aku gitu. And then like she expected me to post it on Instagram and publicly take her side. Jadi aku harus kayak di posisi dia, dan dia juga harus bilang kayak, Mimi, kamu tuh difitnah, kamu tuh kenapa nggak bisa bantuin mama kamu gitu. So aku bilang, loh, bukannya aku nggak pengen ngebantuin Mimi, tapi aku juga di sini harus belajar, harus study, dan di sini aku literally tuh bisa dibilang anak new students. Aku harusnya di sini tuh dari September kemarin, tapi gara-gara aku harus nungguin visa mama aku keluar gitu-gitu, jadi aku dan nungguin aku juga keluar. Tapi waktu itu visa aku udah keluar, dan aku harus nungguin visa dia, dan dia selalu kayak nanti kalau kamu nggak nge-live kamu nggak akan ke London. Jadi aku harus apa juga, dan jadi aku di sini tuh like literally I'm in a horrible situation right now because like they're all having an exams and I need to catch up, you know. Aku harus kayak ambil alih juga karena harusnya aku tuh ambil tes, tapi sekarang aku nggak bisa ambil tes. Ngerti nggak maksud aku? Jadi aku tuh harus belajar, dan aku nggak punya waktu untuk posting sesuatu yang kayak bad things in my social media, and it's also my social media, and I don't want to get involved. But like, why are you always like keeping like, why are you not helping my mother? Why are you not helping your mother? Like, I already like pay your everything, blah 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 blah. And like, if you're not listening to me, if you're not doing it, like, I do want to pay your school. Maksud aku kayak kemarin aku juga telat harus ngerjain PR dan HP aku disita gara-gara itu. Kayak, girl, this is like, ini tuh Europe, ngerti nggak sih? Aku juga udah bilangin, ini tuh Europe. Orang-orang di sini tuh bener-bener strict. Walaupun mereka open minded, tapi mereka di sini strict. Apalagi yang aku sekarang di sekolah. Aku harus ikutin peraturan mereka dong. Masa ya kata mama aku bilang, nanti Mimi ngomong ke gurunya. Loh, aku udah bilangin. Mimi, jadwal aku pegang HP itu segini. Jadwal pegang HP itu gini. Aku dikasih ke dia dan dia nggak ngerti. Dan aku jelasin lagi ke dia kayak, Mimi, aku nggak mau get involved in this situation because like this is not my problem and I have things that I need to done, you know, kayak belajar. Dan kayak dia bilang, susah banget sih ngeposting gitu doang. So aku bilang, loh, bukannya susah, tapi aku di sini harus belajar gitu loh, ngerti nggak maksud aku? Dan aku nggak mau ngulangin masalah yang sama kayak telat dan HP aku disita. Ya aku nggak mau dong HP aku disita. Masa yang lain pegang HP, masa aku yang enggak? Ya aku nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain, ngerti nggak maksud aku? Terus kayak, and I also told her that I don't want to do it because like I don't want to get involved, yang tadi aku bilang at all, and I also don't want to do anything that puts Tony in a bad situation because like I know Tony, like he's a very nice man, dia bener-bener gentleman, and like literally very very gentleman. He has a kind heart, he's very open-minded. Kita kayak selalu ngobrol tentang aku dan tentang pacar aku, kayak tentang apa, kayak like literally dia tuh bener-bener selalu dengerin dan nggak pernah ngapa-ngapain. He's really nice, like literally. Dan kayak kalau misalnya kayak kalian bilang kayak Tony suka kayak gini-gini, suka malas-malasan di rumah, ya what do you mean by that? Ngerti nggak sih maksud aku? What do you mean by that? That he's spending time with us, you know, like he's just spending time with us. Ngerti nggak? Dan dia di rumah juga kerja buat brand dia, namanya Antonio Dedola, brand dia. I mean like he's also working in the house, but like he also need to take care of us. So like he cannot like put his work in between us, you know, like his priority is literally us, his children, you know. Jadi kayak kalau misalnya kayak bilang kayak Antonio di rumah nggak ngapa-ngapain, what do you mean nggak ngapa-ngapain? Like he literally take care of Arkana, karena emang Arkana tuh nggak mau sama Teteh. Arkana tuh udah nggak mau lagi sama Teteh karena udah ada Antonio. Jadi kayak dikit-dikit papa. Dia tuh bener-bener nggak bisa fokus sama kerjanya juga gara-gara kita. Jadi kayak he's really putting an effort to us, you know, like he's such a good father. Enggak, ini yang dari hati aku ya. Maksudnya aku nggak mau jelek-jelekin mama aku atau gimana, tapi kayak he's a really good father. Kamu bisa tanyain siapa aja yang kenal Antonio. Serius, I'm not joking at all. Serius. And what I told you that she also threatened me to stop paying for my school in London, and we started fighting. Yang tadi aku udah bilang kayak aku nggak mau dan dia nggak mau ngebayar sekolah aku lagi sampai kemarin. Ya, dia ngechat guru aku, dia ngebilang kayak LOLLY is talking rude to me. Tapi sebelum dia ngomong kayak gitu, aku tuh udah bilangin semuanya yang dia suruh aku posting gitu-gitu, yang dia suruh aku posting di IG. Sebelum itu, aku tuh udah bilangin semuanya ke guru aku. Jadi guru aku tuh kayak, ya udah kamu ignore aja. Dan dia juga sampai ngebilang kayak, tapi kamu juga kenapa kamu nggak pernah ngechat Mimi gitu. Mimi yang bayarin kamu sekolah. Itu karena guru aku nggak bisa fokus sekolah gara-gara dia. Dan guru aku suruh aku untuk nge-ignore dia buat aku sendiri. Ngerti nggak? Because this is now my life, you know? This is now my life. And I want to make my own life happy. I don't want to make me always sad all the time. Like, why can I like live my own life, you know? Like, I just want to be happy, but like, you don't understand. And if I'm giving you opinion, you always like, why are you talking rude to me? And I said that, you're not even apologizing when you do this to me. Maksudnya kayak, nge-involvein aku, kayak teenager, into your freaking problem, and you don't even say sorry. Dan dia bilang kayak, kamu yang harusnya minta maaf. Loh, aku bilang, what do you mean that I need to say sorry? You're putting me in a headache right now, and I need to tell you that I'm sorry, that I don't want to do this. Dan aku juga udah bilang, maafin aku ya Mimi. Semoga Mimi ngerti apa yang aku ngomongin. Aku juga bilang, aku mau di sini mau fokus sekolah. Dan aku juga udah bilangin, aku kemarin diambil HP-nya gara-gara Mimi. Aku bilang gitu. Dan dia bilang, nanti gurunya, I don't understand what is happening to her, you know? Maksudnya kayak, aku di sini mau fokus sekolah, mau bikin dia bangga, tapi dia malah hancurin semuanya. Dia entah kenapa malah hancurin semuanya. Dia sampai chat guru aku, sampai chat sekolah. You're like putting everything in your problem. What's wrong with you? Like, why can I not like focus on my study? Like, why can I not focus on my school? Like, I want to make you proud in my own way. You know, I want to make you proud in my own way. Like, I achieve something in school or whatever. But I don't want to make you proud being like a bad person that you want me to be. I don't want that. Why? Why can't you not understand me? You want people to understand you. You want people to love you. You want people to care. But you don't even give it back to us, you know? You don't even give it back to me and Antonio. Why? You're very stubborn. You want people to all follow you. You want people all understand you. You want people all always being in your side even though you're wrong or you're right. I mean, like, if you're right, okay, I'll be in your side. But if you're wrong like this, I'm not being your side. Because I have a brain that I can think. And I'm not a teenager. You know? In one year, again, I'll be an adult. So what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm also mature before my age and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm very thankful with that. Because like I know everything, you know now. I know everything and I'm aware of it now. I'm aware of that. So like later on in the future, if I get these things, I can handle it myself. I'm not handling anyone else except myself. Thank you for making me mature. I'm really thankful for that. Really. And at the end of that fight, I told her that I don't want to return to Jakarta. To which she answered that she didn't want there and I could sleep on the streets. So dia pengen bikin aku berhenti dari sekolah ini. Ya, dia pengen bikin aku berhenti dari sekolah ini gara-gara aku nggak ngikutin apa yang dia mau. Dia bilang dia nggak mau bayar sekolah ini lagi buat aku. Terus abis itu aku telepon Antonio. Aku nangis, of course. And aku juga udah bilangin ke guru aku. Dan kata guru aku, ya udah, biarin aja. Kamu di sini safe. We're not letting you out of the streets or anything. And I'm really thankful for that because of Antonio. Ya. Kayak bener-bener dia itu selalu ada di sisi aku. Kayak bener-bener dia tuh ngerti banget apa yang aku rasain. Tapi mama aku tuh gak pernah ngertiin apa yang aku rasain. Aku gak ngerti kenapa. And then I called Tony and told him about it. Yang tadi aku bilang. Terus, and then Tony offered to pay for my school and in London and even adopting me. Karena mama aku bilang dia udah capek sama aku. Dia udah capek sama aku dan aku juga udah capek sama dia karena aku cuma gak mau posting video ini dan dia bilang kamu gak bisa ngebantuin orang tua kamu. Maksudnya apa? Aku gak ngebantuin dia, ngebantuin mama aku. Maksudnya apa? Aku aku emang salah ya, aku kasih opini aku ke mama aku emang salah ya, aku nggak mau taruh sesuatu yang jelek-jelek apalagi yang nggak bener di story aku. Apa aku salah? Teman-teman aku lihat nanti di sekolah, kepala sekolah lihat, apa aku nggak malu? I'm ashamed of myself and I'm pity of myself, of course, because of you. You're making my life destroyed right now. I cannot even cry anymore. My tears is gone. You know? Dan ada satu teman aku bilang, kenapa sih mama kamu dan kamu, kenapa kamu kenapa sih mama kamu posting so bad things about in your story? Nah, and then I said that I don't know. It's her life, it's not mine. Aku aja sekarang udah malu. Maksud aku kayak aku nggak mau ikut campur. Karena apa? Karena aku juga punya reputasi di sini yang harus aku jaga. I need to have a good image here. I don't want people to put bad image in myself. Like literally, that's fucking a shame of myself. Like, sorry. Oh my god. And then Tony told me to not worry and just post whatever my mom has sent me to avoid any trouble. Jadi waktu itu aku pas bilangin ke Tony, aku bilang aku harus apa, what should I do, I don't want to do it. And then Tony said that you just do it and do everything that she tells you. And I said that I don't want it. I said that I don't want it. Dan aku nggak bisa kayak gitu karena aku kasihan. Maksudnya kayak aku juga kasihan sama diri aku sendiri dan aku juga kasihan sama papa. Maksudnya aku nggak mau ikut-ikut campur dan aku harus ikut campur masalah orang dewasa. Maksudnya apa? I don't even understand. And then abis itu Tony bilang, and then Tony offered me to pay my school in London and even adopting me. Tadi aku udah bilang itu. Jadi kayak sekarang Antonio yang bayarin buat aku. Apapun aku yang di sini, dia yang urus. Sekolah lagi diurusin. Jadi aku nggak tahu lagi mau ngapain. Jadi sekarang Antonio is my dad. Karena dia bilang dia mau adopt aku. Aku juga udah bilang ke mama aku kalau aku nggak mau balik lagi ke Indonesia dan aku nggak mau balik lagi ke Jakarta. Dan dia bilang ya udah nggak usah balik lagi. Saya capek katanya. And I said that, why are you tired? The one who's like being tired is supposed to be me. Like you're literally breaking my life apart, even my school. And like you already pay for this school and you're just destroying everything that you've done for me. And like I don't know, I'm very ashamed of you. Like you cannot I don't know. You cannot understand me. I mean, like, you don't need to understand me, but at least you understand my school. Like, I'm having a school here, and you already paid here, like, a very, very expensive school here. And, like, you're just tearing it all apart by yourself, and I don't even understand why. I just wanted to tell you guys that Tony is a good man. This is my conclusion. Antonio is a good man. He's a good father. He's very gentleman. If you don't trust me, you can ask everyone else that knows Tony well. Yeah, you know who. Like, you know who knows Tony and still follows Tony. You know who. He's just a wonderful person, you know. He's a really good father. He's just so wonderful. He always took good care of me and my brother. Sampai kayak mereka bener-bener nggak bisa kayak bener-bener pisah. Dan waktu itu sebelum aku kesini, aku juga pengen ngasih tau kamu ini. So before I went here, there's also something happened. They fight. I don't know because of what. Jadi pas pulang dari Jogja, kita balik ke rumah dan suddenly kayak mereka berantem. Dan Aska ngelihat Antonio dipukul. Dan Aska nangis, of course, because like he loves him. Aska loves Antonio like really really much. Dan dia ngelihat Antonio dipukul. Of course, kalau kita ngelihat orang yang kita sayang dipukul, of course kita nangis. Dan Aska nangis. Aska nangis dan tiba-tiba Mimi marah. Mimi bilang, "Ini kenapa nangis?" Dan Aska ditampar. Aska ditampar. Aska ditampar, tapi aku di kamar. Aku nggak ngeliat. Tapi aku denger. Terus habis itu my uncle ambil Aska, disuruh ke bawah. Pas mereka berantem, itu bener-bener Aska heartbroken. She's so close to me. Kayak aku sama Aska tuh kayak deket, tapi nggak terlalu deket karena kayak kita adik kakak ya, it's a common thing. Dan dia bilang kayak, "I don't want Papa to go. I don't want Papa. I want to go with Papa to Germany. I don't want to live with Mimi because I love you." I don't know. Jadi kalau misalnya Antonio nggak ngurusin Aska, nggak ngurusin aku, nggak ngurusin Arkana, nggak mungkin Aska sampai bisa bilang kayak gitu. Nggak mungkin Aska bisa bilang kayak gitu. Even mereka berantem di depan Arkana, you know, because of what? Because do you want to know how I know? Because I used to ask Arkana, so like I'm teasing him, like, Arkana, do you love Mimi? Arkana, do you love Papa? Yes. Do you love Kakak Lolly? Yes. Do you love Abang? Yes. Do you love Mimi? No. And I said that, why? Why you don't love Mimi? You need to love Mimi. And then he said that, yes, because Mimi punch Papa. Dan aku kayak, hah? Ade, you cannot do that. You cannot speak like that. Dan aku nangis, dan aku nangis di situ. Aku nangis. Dan dia kayak, anak sekecil itu ngerti. Karena apa? Karena mereka suka berantem di depan anak kecil. Suka berantem di depan Aska dan Arkana. I mean like, I understand why they fighting, but like, Arkana dan Aska mereka harusnya ngeliat. Tapi entah kenapa, Mimi kemarin pas sebelum ke London, sebelum pas aku mau pergi ke sini, I don't know what happened to her brain, dan dia pukul Tony, dia pukulin diri dia sendiri, gitu-gitu. Dia bilang, "You don't love me anymore," gitu-gitu. Ngerti nggak maksud aku? Dan dia suruh Tony pergi, tapi pas Tony udah mau pergi, dia malah ngebuka kopernya, malah ngacak-acakin ininya. Dan dia juga suruh Teteh kayak, gak usah bantuin dia bisa ngebersihin sendiri. I don't know even why. I don't know. Dan mereka juga selalu berantem kayak, mama aku kan punya TikTok, dan mama aku suka PK-PKN di TikTok. Is like where you like doing live in TikTok, and but like there's also like someone joining your TikTok, and like you have like this, I don't know what is it called in English, but like in Indonesia it's like PK-PKan gitu. Dan dia suka dia suka nge-live gitu di TikTok. Dan kayak kalau yang kalah tuh kayak harus ngelakuin sesuatu, either kayak like putting lipstick on your face or like you dance. Dan waktu itu kayak Antonio ngelihat mama aku jogetin pantat dia di depan kamera. Of course Antonio marah. I mean like, they're having a relationship, and then suddenly like you found out that like your wife is like putting her ass in the screen, like in front of a man. Of course he's mad. Kalau misalnya aku sama pacar aku, dan pacar aku tahu kalau misalnya aku kayak gini, kasih tahu pantat aku ke kamera dan aku joget-joget kayak gitu ya, of course misalnya pacar aku marah, ya of course dia berhak marah. Dan mama aku malah bilang kayak, it's up to me, I can do whatever you want. What do you mean you can do whatever you want? Kayak Antonio itu kayak like your husband. I mean like your aku nggak ngerti. Makanya aku pusing banget serius. Basta ako nga, gimana ya, I'm really disappointed at my mom, you know. I'm just disappointed at my mom because like, I love her, you know. I love her, but like, I'm so tired of her because she doesn't understand me. I just want to have school, and he broke me now. Like, I just want to be happy. But like, I'm really glad that I have like good friends here, cause like they understands me here, and the school also understand me, and they help me with my situation right now. And I need to go to counseling, cause these days are just very like stressful for me, and I need help, cause I cannot take it anymore. It breaks my heart even like when, I don't know, why is she like not caring about me, you know, like I cared about her, like I want to help her, but not in this situation. I don't want to get involved like having like a, I don't know, why? I just want to know why are you doing this to me? Why can I not live my life? Why can I not be happy, like for once? Please, I'm here now. I'm not in Indonesia anymore. I don't want to get involved in anything. If there's no me, okay, no me. You don't put someone in a situation that you cannot like solve your own, and you putting your daughter into it. This is just not making any sense. It's not making any sense. This is just fucked up, man. I don't know.